to be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Y'all know who it is. It's Miss Angel Baby. I'm back with another video. Today, y'all, we're going to be talking about cousins and ex-husbands and what's real and what's not real, y'all. Everything just seems so freaking crazy. But we're going to get all into that. But before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Hit the bell. So anytime I drop a video, y'all going to be notified. Period. Okay, so last night, I was minding my little business like I always do. Just kind of going through my little For You or whatever. I see a post from Luvd by Erika talking about fake news, my ex-husband would never participate in something like that. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? So y'all know me with my little nosy seal. I go and I look it up. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Y'all, when I tell you what I tell you, it was crazy, okay? There was this T channel. Obviously, when I heard everything that was going on, it just really didn't sound like for real. Like, it sounded fake. Like, it sounded put on. Now, some of the things that were being said on that channel, I mean, there are certain things that I have heard before, so I can't say that everything on there was not true. However, I've heard from multiple sources that on that thumbnail, that picture is not even of her second husband. That picture is actually her son's father.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So that's where they made the big mistake at, number one. But I mean, that's the only thing I'm really hearing the argument about. Is like, oh, this is not a real cousin. Which I don't really believe that's her cousin, because this woman didn't even sound like a cousin. Like, it sounded like she didn't even know Luvd by Erika. It was like she was just talking about things that she heard. That's what it sounded like. But anyway, the accusations that they were saying were so wild, y'all. It was just so unreal, so unnecessary. They were saying things like, Luvd by Erika is a very obsessive person. She's a narcissist. She was stalking Mr. Cryer, and I'm just like, what the heck? They also mentioned the fact that, Luvd by Erika did take her friend's boyfriend at one point in time, which all this stuff that is being said has already been out there. The only thing that I really was trying to figure out was the whole thing that was alleged with Darian. I mean, that stuff right there is crazy. Of course, I'm not going to really get into that because those are some serious allegations. Yeah, and this is a child. And all I'm going to say is if that was said and that shit did come from Luvd by Erika, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why Mr. Cryer would ever in life have anything to do with her, especially if those accusations are false.
Period.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. This so-called cousin spoke on her mom, saying that, she really doesn't, Erika doesn't really like her mom. This whole cousin spoke on her mom, saying that, Luvd by Erika really doesn't like her mom. She just uses her mom because she needs help with the kids. Otherwise, she hates her. Child. Anyway, so I thought that was a very strong word. I'm like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, I don't believe this is a cousin, but that's really not the point, though. The point is the stuff being said true?
And
I know we heard some of it. Anyway, the whole thing with the husband, he comes out and he's like, yeah, just being with her was just being torturous, and she's a bad person, and they supposed to had met at their precinct. I'm guessing that's when they were cops. Um, this man said that Loved by Erika pretend like she loved God, but she's really evil. He described her as just pure evil. He described her as a manipulator. They also brought up the fact that with the whole, police car incident, how she let, them use her police car, meaning, Chris Sells and Vaughn. And then she threw him under the bus. I did see that interview. She did say that she was completely innocent. Like, there's a lot of shit in there that I've heard before. So, but that's not what people are skeptical about. People are just saying, like, oh, this is not her cousin. Oh, this is not her ex-husband. So, but I think, my opinion, y'all, is I think that this is something that maybe Mucker and Creole Bay is behind, in my opinion. Obviously, because, they're going to really try to paint her out to be really, really bad. Because, in my opinion, yeah, I do believe that they're going to go through the court system. In my opinion, I do believe that Mucker is probably going to try to get custody of that baby. And in my opinion, a part of me feels like that's why Loved by Erika is kind of dodging the DNA test, if that is what's really going on, because that's what's been alleged, that Erika is dodging the DNA test. Because I feel like once she gets the DNA test, like 100% of the say so for her is out of the window. Like, she's no longer the sole decision maker. And I think a part of me thinks that she's afraid of that. She's afraid of what's going to happen once this DNA test comes back and it proves that this gorgeous little baby belongs to Mucker. So yeah, as far as the DNA test, I'm pretty sure maybe Mucker is probably going to have to do a court order ordering Loved by Erika to do the DNA test. So that way he can be able to proceed with whatever he's doing. But right now, in my opinion, I think maybe they're trying to get something together, so where they're really trying to paint Erika out to be this terrible, terrible person, push her in the corner to where, like, there's no coming back. Period. And so we just gonna have to see what happens. There's supposed to be a part 2. So yeah. So I mean, the gloves are off, and they are really, really trying to take Erika down. You could tell a lot about a person about like how they carry themselves and who they associate with. Now, Erika has been, associating herself with some people that are pretty shisty, on these YouTube streets. So, with that being said, I mean, with Love by Erika, when it comes to her, basically when it comes to everybody, pretty much, to be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be like looking at you sideways until I see otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the good thing. That's the thing about me, where, you know what I'm saying, I don't take sides. I'm just like on mutual ground support. Like, nobody. I just support what's right, and what's wrong is wrong. Basically, what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't owe nobody no loyalty. The only people I owe loyalty to is our supporters.
Period.
Period. They're the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, anyways. And I really do thank y'all for all the support. And I also like to sit back and I like to observe, because if one person is usually like the common denominator in everything, like the common issue, And there's always negativity or an issue with a specific person. Then there's something, you know, that's just not right with that person. In my opinion, I mean, like, they're saying stalkerish, Erika's stalkerish, you know, she's a narcissist and she's evil, all this and that. Well, I've heard that people say the same thing about Creole Bay. In my mind, they both be lying. They both have done stuff that's just crazy and just humiliating, embarrassing, whatever for themselves, people they associate with. But, you know, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's all entertainment, right? I guess so. But, you know, these are people's real lives. You know what I'm saying? They're real children. But, I mean, you really can't have your child exposed or you know what I'm saying, this stuff happen if you don't put your child out there. You know what I mean? So I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. I feel like Luvd by Erika needs to go ahead and get this DNA test done. So that way things can just move forward. A part of me feels like, yeah, this is a game for her. It's a game for both of them. It's a game for Creole Bay and it's a game for Erika.
That's weird.
I don't know if y'all did notice when they did sing happy birthday to the baby. Mr. Cryer was like, they kind of paused, and Mr. Cryer was like, hey, you know, stinky butt, or whatever. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Luvd by Erika kind of blacked out some. She even said she did, because I know in her mind she was sitting there thinking, like, dang, you know, like, she's playing games with the name. You know what I mean? Like, when is she going to say the name? What are people going to think? She even looked like she got sort of nervous after they sung happy birthday. If you go back to that video and look at that part and tell me if I'm tripping. Well, anyways, this is not going to end good for any of them, period. But we just going to have to see exactly what's going to happen. I really want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on the whole situation. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up so I can get to start my work day. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you as always. Peace out.
Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them.